Right then, leg workout. Legs, again, I'll just go very quickly the kind of stuff you want to do. Again, big muscle groups, and again, try and get stronger rather than fitter, okay? Stronger you are, the more toned you are, the more toned your legs will be, the more calories you burn. Leg stuff, fitness and fat loss all kind of falls into the same category. If your legs are really strong, then you will be stronger, you will be fitter, providing again your rest is short, and you'll be burning a lot of calories, okay? Because it's a real big movement. So number one, first exercise obviously is squats. These are really important. People call them the king of exercises sometimes, to the point where if you only have to do one exercise for the rest of your life, should be this one. Depending on how you do them will affect the kind of benefits you get. So I'm going to go through 3 types of squat you can do. A lot of it depends on how tall you are. Taller you are, sometimes it's more difficult. Your flexibility and your mobility. So if you're a bit stiff, it can be a bit more difficult. And just whatever you find comfortable. There's no point doing a certain type of squat that you hate or is really difficult. If just a little tweak to it makes it a lot easier. So this is the first thing. In terms of your depth, if you can get your bum low in line with your knees, that's pretty good. Lower you go, more it does your bum. Further forward the weight is, more it does tops of your legs. Further back it is, more it does your bum. But I'm going to go through very quickly 3 main types. So main one is the bar, okay? So I've tried to put the camera at this angle so you can kind of see what I'm doing, but I appreciate it is difficult. Hands equal distance apart, and then go underneath the bar, make sure you're in the middle, shoulder blades together, and then stand up. If you do not have your shoulder blades together, it will just rest on your neck and it will be quite uncomfortable. So squeeze your shoulders together so it kind of rests on the muscle, and then leg shoulder width apart, bum out, weight and heels down, again as low as is comfortable, and then just try and get into rhythm. That's kind of the main kind of squat. We have a safety bar, which is kind of like that, but you can hold it in front of you and it's got pads on it, so it's a little bit comfortable. If you don't like that, or again, lots of gyms, sometimes they might have 2 squat racks. If you've got 1,000 members, this is a bit tricky to get hold of, so you can do it with a kettlebell. So, again, I'll show you very quickly, try not to cut my head out, so I'll show you sideways. Holding it, elbows tucked underneath, like this, little fingers at the bottom, and then same thing, straight up and down. This is probably works your abs a bit more, and you can get a little bit lower. I would normally recommend you start with these. So that's 20 kilos. If you can get to the point where you're doing 20 kilos 8 times, then you can start going onto the bar. If this is really uncomfortable, or if you just don't like it, there is another variation similar to this where you can hold it in your elbows. So rather than having it on your shoulders, which might hurt a little bit, you can have it in the bends of your elbows. We normally do it with a pad. I don't know if you can see that. You see I've got it in the bends of my elbows. You can put a little pad there as well, makes it a bit more comfortable. And then very similar to that squat we just did, weight and heels down and then back up. This is probably an easier way to still get decent weights and make progress, but it doesn't hurt so much. You do not want the thing that's limiting you to be the fact that it hurts on your shoulders. You want it to be the fact that you can't do it, your legs aren't strong enough, or you're too tired. Again, like with all the other workouts, there's a downloadable program with a spreadsheet with all the reps and exercises and the rest and stuff, but squats, you're just going to do it on its own, okay? Leg stuff, very intense. Upper body stuff, because you're moving lots of different directions, so your arms go forwards and sideways and up, down. You can pair stuff up a lot easier. With this, your legs pretty much just go up and down. There's only one movement, so a lot of it is on its own, but squats, to start with, one of those variations. Again, download the program. I will go through the next exercise now. Cool, right, lunges, next thing. Again, these are on their own. There are ways to make this easy, difficult as well. Just literally, if you've not done it before, just start doing body weight ones. I would always step back into it as well. It's a little bit safer, gets you into a bit better of a routine. I would always do them like this. So start legs together, and then go backwards and down, and then forwards and together, okay? Back and down at the same time, forwards at the same time, not kind of like this. That's how I would do them. Ways you can make it more difficult, obviously add weight. So, arms just hang by your side, exactly the same thing, backwards and down, forwards and together. Might take a while to get you balanced. I would normally get you to do the same leg each time. In the program, it'll be 6 on one leg, then straight away 6 on the other leg, 30 seconds, 5 times again. Another way you can make it slightly harder, work the top of your leg a bit more, is just stand on a block. So one of these blocks, just stand up like that. This is a bit high to be honest, but same thing, go down, and then really drive your foot forward. That's another really good way to do it. A lot of it is just practice to be honest, but the most important thing with all these things again is keep your rest periods short. So squats is the first thing, lunges are the second thing. Next exercise, Romanian deadlifts. These are really good for the backs of your legs, okay? So they tone up the backs of your legs, your core, your bum, but they are a little bit more technical. I'm going to do them first with a kettlebell because I'm a bit closer to the screen and you can see it, and then I'll show you what it looks like on the bar. That's the thing when you're in the gym. Quite often, when I write programs for people, it is a little bit difficult because how I would set it up is not always going to be how you're going to be able to do it, depending on how their gym is set up, if it's busy, what equipment they've got. So you have to be a little bit creative with certain things, which is why I'm trying to explain 2 or 3 different variations for each exercise, because if they haven't got something or it's busy, you can still do your workout. So this is it with a kettlebell to start with. Main thing, I'm going to show you sideways, knees slightly bent, and then hinge over, stick your ass out, keep back straight. That's really good. The main things you don't, and then you should feel it here already before you even start. Main things you don't want to do is just let that happen. As soon as you round your back, that is bad. Okay? So, start nice and upright, bum out, hinge over, grab the kettlebell, and then up to the top. Squeeze your bum cheeks to the top, hinge over again, tap the floor, come back up. You should feel that in the backs of your legs. The heavier it gets, you will feel it in your back a little bit as well. Do not worry about that. You want to get a nice toned core as well. All this is working really hard to keep me like this and prevent me from doing that. Most people will get a little bit worried if their back gets tight or sore. It's just because you're working it. If it feels like it's even almost seizing up, it's just fatiguing, that's okay. The only time you should be worried is if it's a sharp pain or a sudden pain. If it's more achy, it's just getting tired, okay? That's how you would do it on there. Again, ways you can make it more difficult, obviously make it heavier, or you can raise yourself up again. So, in the meantime, here, I'm just limited by the floor. But if I was on these blocks again, I could go a little bit lower. I'll show you what it looks like with bar as well. Again, the better you get, the more you're going to have to move on to bigger stuff like this. Close to your shins, and then pretty much same thing. You can see I've raised this up a bit, hinge over, bum high, tip forwards. Exactly like that. Again, just on its own, follow the program, download the notes. And then I'll go on to the next exercise. The next one is a pair. Right then, I say this one's a pair. This is more power stuff now. So with legs, we've done both legs up and down, fairly heavy. Then you've done single legs, forwards and backwards, working more on your bum and the tops of your legs. Then we do Romanians, which again is more core and the backs of your legs. So we've done all that areas now. This is power, so this burns a lot of calories, okay? Again, a pair, one after the other. First one is kettlebell swings. I'll show you as slowly as I can. So if you just pretend, in fact I'll do it with a disc just so you can see. So you start nice and upright. Again, knees slightly bent, stick your bum out like we did with the Romanians. And then you just do a couple of small swings just to get your rhythm. I'll do it slowly. Drive your hips forward. Shoulders back again, squeeze your butt cheeks together, and then go back to here, and then really as hard as you can, drive your hips forward, okay? Main things again, keep your back straight, don't let that happen, and keep it a thrust. So my ass is very much going backwards and forwards. You want to keep it like that. You don't want to turn it into a squat, okay? I'll show you with a full-size kettlebell, so same thing. Knees slightly bent, bum out, weight your heels, cut the small swings, and then really drive your hips forward, keep back straight, nice and powerful, okay? You really have to give these the beans, okay? That's the first exercise. Second's just jumps, okay? You can do body weight jumps, so literally just up and down, try and go straight back into it, like this. You can do them on like a TRX thing. Sometimes this helps just because it helps balance. So same kind of thing, bum out, weight your heels down, jump up. I prefer doing it on this actually just because it is a bit easier to balance. You can do them onto a box. So if your gym has a plyo box or just some kind of thing that you can jump on, you can do it on those. Or you can do lunge jumps. So again, a little bit more difficult. Start off in a lunge like we did earlier, go backwards and down, and then you're going to jump, land, the other way around, okay? So there's again, I'll write this all down, download the program, you'll see it. You can progress it as you get better. But there again, there's some variations depending on how busy the gym is, how good you are, how well you're tracking stuff. But this is, you should be knackered after this. This is, again, legs, but lots of high intensity stuff, very powerful, burns lots of calories. You can see I'm about to puff a little bit, just trying to demonstrate it. That's because I'm trying to talk at the same time. There is one more bonus exercise which we'll go through now. But the only thing that's really missing from this is you could maybe do, if you wanted, quick run on the treadmill, anywhere between 2 and 5k, fast as you can. High incline though, in fact. So in fact, I would just go 2k. High incline, really go for it, that'll blast your legs. If there's a sled, something you can push, that's really good, use that. We have a tyre with a little handle on it that we pull and push out in the car park. Or rowing, 1k fast as you can, anything like that. So you've gone from kind of the heavier stuff with both your legs, and then we've gone through each part of your leg, and then power, which again is really firms them up and burns its calories, and then endurance stuff at the end, which is just go nuts for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, depending on what piece of equipment you use. I would recommend the sled stuff. That's probably the best, but it's probably the hardest to find as well. So, but we'll go through the bonus thing and then download the program, do it. Any questions, again, just let me know. Guys, this is hip thrusts, okay? The reason I've put them in is a bit of a bonus. These are hard to do in the gym. You need quite a lot of equipment, and you need quite a lot of space as well, but they are awesome. It's pretty much the only exercise that just does your bum. Your backside's very hard to isolate, because if you move anything at your knee, then it does the backs and the fronts of your legs. If you do squats, again, does your whole leg. So just do your backside. There's only really 2 movements you can do. The one I'm just about to show you, and kind of straight leg kicks. So you have your leg straight like this, keep your leg dead straight, and really squeeze your bum at the top. Sometimes it's a little bit easier to do them on all fours. If I can stay in the camera shot, that's it. So dead straight leg again, high as you can. Just as your bum, but very difficult to progress. So that's why I'm showing you these. Do not worry if you can't do them, if you don't pick them up straight away. I say you need a fair bit of equipment. So you need a bar, you can do them with smaller ones, and then legs go underneath, shoulders go on a box or a pad. I've just used 2 weight discs, and equal distance apart, and then this bar goes in the crease of your hips. If it's lower, it will fall off the bottom of your legs. If it's higher, you won't be able to breathe. Again, you can use a pad if you need to. So feet flat, I'm sure you probably can't quite see this, but feet flat close to your bum, and then get the bar in the crease of your hips. Then as hard as you can, drive your hips forward, squeeze at the top, back down slowly, and then hard as you can. You see I've gone so hard there, I've almost slid off the back. Really squeeze at the top. This is one of those exercises where the top 10% makes all the difference. If you go from here to there, that doesn't really do anything. It's right at the top, and it's the squeeze that's really important as well. If you just go like that, it's not going to be anywhere near as effective. You really need to squeeze at the top. Like I say, that is really good, just does your bum, but you need a lot of exercise, a lot of equipment. Download the program, I've already said that. Any questions, let me know. But that's the kind of stuff you need to do. You're working all the muscles, you're doing it with intensity, but again, monitor your rest periods. Again, I said previously, just runs or just 5-minute cycles as fast as you can. Step machine, not as like a escalator one. They're really good for your legs. Just something that's a bit more endurance-y. If you can do that, again, progress it, you'll have much more toned legs, toned bum, you'll burn a lot of calories. This is the kind of stuff that gets you a flat stomach as well. Crunches don't get you a flat stomach because it only works this part and it doesn't burn any calories. Whereas all these things works this part, but it also works everything between your armpits and your hips, because it has to stay straight Otherwise that would happen. So it works your abs and all this, but it burns a ton of calories. So that's the thing that will get you leaner, get you a flat stomach, not just loads of crunches. Obviously you got to eat well for that as well. Next video is just a full body workout. So that's arms, legs, and the main emphasis of that is just burn as many calories as you can.
Someone off, burning stuff, doing fires, again a bit sus. I mention this because George has just texted in, he's on his own laying a patio. But he's picked a great song. Hopefully this song will divert people from thinking that he's in line of duty.